you, Chair, fellow members and most welcome guest. Again, this is an F2 speech, and we're looking at the structure of it, and there's various elements that I've listed that I'm looking for within the speech. So, a good salutation, and that's an important place to start. And I must confess, it took me quite a long time to remember to do the salutation, whereas I can now. And so, Brussels sprouts, planting the seeds in February or whatever, and not seeing anything until August, September, which is quite interesting because when you were saying about planting, I was going, they're not going to grow yet. And so it is actually being patient, waiting for things to happen. You had good body language and hand gestures. I love then there was the teeny tiny sprouts just beginning to appear. And as I say, the body language, you were using your hands to express yourself. I like the way that you moved from talking about the Brussels sprouts and having to wait for them to develop and thinking about gardening and planting seeds, and you moved on to another area that you enjoy, which is the photography. And again, you talked about how that developed, and I love the use of language where you went, the ghost of an image appearing when you put them in the chemicals. That really gave you that picture of the picture appearing on the paper, and also nurturing the process. So, timing was good, and you had good eye contact around the room. I have got one minor learning point. There were a few ums, not many, and the thing to think about is if your is a pause, and so what you need to do is actually let it be a pause. And I think that maybe you could have done a few more pauses through the speech. It was very well put together, very well structured, but stopping and thinking, allowing the audience to think about what you've just said is quite powerful. So, don't rush it. That's where the joy is. And I think that's a really good thing. And it is the journey, not the end game.